Welcome to Derivatives Lesson 4, Product and Quotient Rules. Today you will learn about the product and quotient rules and how to use them to find the derivative. So let's move on and get right at it. Okay, if you have some function y that is the product of two functions of x, you can find the derivative of that by using the following rule. Right here, y prime, that's the derivative of y, is the derivative of the first function of x times the second plus the first function of x times the derivative of the second. Now, in most resources you see they're going to have g prime of x times f of x plus f prime of x times g of x. All I've done is use the commutative property of addition and switch the order of those two. And the reason I've done that is because this will look more like the quotient rule, as you will see later. So now that you have this copied down, well, if you don't, go ahead and pause. But now that you have this copied down, we will put it into practice. Okay, find the derivative. Alright, here we go. Ready? Let me grab the pen. Y prime equals 6 minus 4x. What's the derivative of that? Yes, that is correct. Negative 4 times the second function of x, 2x squared minus 7x plus 1, plus the first function, 6 minus 4x, times the derivative of the second function. Take the 2 down, 2 times 2, 4x to the first power minus 7. And there you go. Now all you need to do is go ahead and simplify to find out what the derivative is, combine like terms, all that stuff. Go ahead and do that. I'll pause and show you mine. So go ahead and pause. And the resultant derivative is y prime equals negative 24x squared plus 80x minus 46. Let's go on to bigger and brighter things. Let's try another one. Okay, this time, not only do we have to find the derivative, we've got to find the slope at a given point. That's what this f prime of 4 is. We're trying to find the slope at a given point. So let's see here. Wow, I don't know how I just did that. That was interesting. Okay. F prime of x equals. Okay, the derivative of the first one, 4x minus 3, times the second one, negative 5x squared plus 6 times root x minus 8 over x plus the first function, 2x squared minus 3x plus 4 times the derivative of the second function, negative 10x plus 3 over root x plus 8 over x squared. Now I know you're probably looking at that going, how did you just do that in your head? I've had practice, and go ahead and pause it right now and I'll show you how I did both of these. Although that's what you worked on your homework, yesterday, but I'll still go ahead and show you that. Alright, go ahead and pause. Alright, the 6 times root x, that can be rewritten as 6 to x to the 1/2. Move that exponent down, 1/2 times 6. Subtract 1 from the exponent. 1/2 minus 1 would be negative 1/2, which will put the x in the denominator, and it will be a square root since it's to the half power. Okay, move the x from here to the numerator with a negative exponent. Move that exponent down, and then subtract 1 from 1, we get negative 2. Negative 1 times negative 8, 8 over x squared. Now at this point it looks like we should simplify, but actually we do not have to do that. Instead, all we have to do is go ahead and replace f prime of 4 equal, you know what? I'm going to run out of room on this video, so I'm going to pause it. I'll let you fill it out, then you check. Sound like a plan? Alright. And there are the results. F prime of 4 is negative 402. So the slope of the function, the slope of this function right here at 4 is negative 402. That is quite a steep slope, negative direction. Alright, let's move on to the quotient rule. Ready? Here it comes. Okay. Y equals some function of x over another function g of x. And hopefully, in order for this to work, g of x cannot equal 0. And here is the derivative. Y prime equals f prime of x times g of x minus f of x times g prime of x all over g of x, the quantity squared. And this is the method to the madness. The numerator is in the same exact order as the product rule, except for there's a subtraction sign. And then, so that's why I have the product rule the way it is. So now that you've got this written down, let's go ahead and put it into practice. Y equals 2x plus 3 over 3x minus 2. Alright, so y prime equals the derivative of the numerator, that's right, 2 times the denominator, 3x minus 2, minus the numerator, 2x plus 3, times the derivative of the denominator, 3, all over 3x minus 2 quantity squared. So y prime of x equals 6x minus 4 minus 6x plus 9. And notice that I still left that in parentheses. All I did was distribute the 3, because I don't want to mess up with any subtract signs or negative signs or anything else going on there, because I know I have a tendency to do that. Actually, I know you guys have a tendency to do that. So y prime equals 6x minus 4 minus 6x minus 9 all over 3x plus 2 quantity squared. So y prime, all said and done, negative 4 plus negative 9, negative 13 over 3x plus 2 quantity squared. And that is how you do the quotient rule. And for some unknown strange reason, I wanted you guys to find the derivative of the product of those two rational expressions. What on earth was I thinking about? Tell you what. Come in with your answer tomorrow on this. And if you get it right, I'll give you 10 quiz points. You need to show all your work. So what you're going to do is you're going to take, product rule says, take the derivative of this, multiply it by that. So you're going to have to use the quotient rule to find the derivative of this, and then just multiply it by this fraction. And then to that you're going to add the product of this function times the derivative of this function, and in order for you to find the derivative of this function, you'll have to use the quotient rule. So think of it this way. This is f of x. This is g of x. So, y equals f prime of x times the second function g of x plus the first function times the derivative of the second function. But remember that in order for you to do this right here, you're going to have to use the quotient rule. And in order for you to do this, you're going to have to use the quotient rule. I do tell you that you will have to get a common denominator in order to simplify. Good luck. Keep up your hard work. And we'll see you tomorrow morning. This does end lesson 4 on derivatives, the product and the quotient rules.